Okay, our starting was not smooth. One of the things I saw before now is that God was dealing with us by ourselves. So there were a lot of weakness that I carried into the relationship, and even him too. Those weakness, I should just put it, is our flaws or our were our flaws. So we had different issues to align together. I would just be plain with you. I'm someone who loves communication. I love attention so much. And I know you listening as a lady, you do love attention. And the man of God seated here is somebody that don't love. Let me not say love, like he has so much burden, many disciples to respond to, and all those stuff. And sometimes he gets so carried away with them and forget that I'm his number one babe. So whenever I don't have that attention, I feel neglected. I feel this person do not really love me and all those stuff. So I was using attitude, anger to fight him that, are you sure I'm going to marry you? You can't give me your time, this and this. We will fight, we will quarrel. He's trying to make me see his own view. I'm trying to make him see my own view with fight, not with that maturity of calmness to know how we will come together and work this attention thing out. So it got to a point that I now told myself that this thing has been approved by God, and this journey is not just going to end now, it's going to be forever. So you don't need to go out of the door. You just need to look for a way inside the room and sort that thing out. So I started removing my eyes from the negativity, looking for positivity to walk these challenges through. And when I saw that positivity, I brought it together and we started working towards it. At first, when we started working towards it, it wasn't easy. Sometimes he will repent for 2 weeks. He will give me that attention for 2 weeks. The next 3 weeks is as if we never spoke about how to work on this thing. But I saw that he had a teachable spirit, that whenever he sees that he's falling out of line and we come back to talk about it, he will still bounce back. So the Bible said the righteous man falleth 7 times but rise again. So that was how we both rose until we are here today. And it's not yet perfect, but from yesterday till now, I can tell you there is so much progress in our character life. Yeah, thank you.
Let me add something. As touching the attention issue. Now, a man that has a vision cannot put the whole of his time on a woman, even if he loves the woman. If you have assignment, visions from the Lord that you're pursuing after, there's a way you prioritize that. Then you also find a way to prioritize your partner also. So one of the major issues we had concerning attention is she wants us. There was a day she called my mentor. So my mentor had to call me. Why are you not giving this lady your time? So I asked my mentor to put it on loudspeaker if she's there. Then I asked her so that she would give my mentor the feedback. Do we talk in the afternoon? Let her answer by herself. She answered. She said, yes, sir. Do we talk in the evening? Said, yes, sir. Do we talk at night? She said, yes, sir. So what is the problem? Saying that he doesn't call me in the morning. He doesn't call me in the morning. That morning is the hour I like to give to the Lord. Once I'm done with personal prayers, I start the morning devotion. I like to be quiet all through, at least till like 12 noon. Then I will reach out to her. So these were some of the major issues we had. I want to be the first person you speak to in the morning, but the first person I want to speak to in the morning is God. Okay, do you want to take God's place? Those types of arguments and all. But then we started compromising. Okay, allow me pray first. Let me be done with morning devotion. So before I start doing other prayers or studies, then we'll talk for a certain period of time, then I go back to those things. Those were things that were non-negotiable before at all. But for the sake of peace, we started finding out. Then a point came when I noticed sometimes I can go the whole day and forgot I have a girlfriend. So, and before she would be complaining, but later I discovered that all through the day I've not reached out to this lady. I'll reach out to her, look for something to say that my shoulder was paining me, this just to distract her. Say, sorry, what happened? This and that. Then she takes it back to. But then I noticed the complaints reduced. She came to a point where she knows that okay, before me, God is in this person's life. He is the one that should take the first place. Then afterwards, herself. So we found a balance with that, and since then we've not had issues with that. One of the greatest blessings that the Lord will give to a man are in-laws that are very understanding. So last year, unfortunately, I lost my mom. And while she was still alive, and we're moving from hospitals to hospitals, funny enough, our mom, that is my mother-in-law, was one of the persons that kept reaching out. In fact, there was a night we went to like 4 different federal hospitals. The mom was calling at intervals. As we are leaving this place to the next place, she's making calls. As we are leaving here to the next, till it was time, we went back home. This was around 2 a.m. The mom was still reaching out. The following morning, she was still reaching out. So, for the fact that I have a mother-in-law who is so intentional, to that extent, has removed over 70% of the stress of planning for a wedding. There were times I was going to come from Lagos. I reside in Lagos, and she resides in Abuja, and the mom stays in, her parents stays in Makurdi, Benue State. So the distance between Lagos and it's a lot. The mom will tell me that, say, my son, you don't need to stress yourself. Rest. You just buried your mom. She did that on several occasions. One, because she doesn't want me to be stressed. She does not want me to spend unnecessarily. Not that it was not necessary, but she just does not want me to stress myself. She will keep reaching out. Oh, I don't want you to pressure yourself because of money to a point. Just start with what you can. You see, when you have that kind of in-law that is so understanding, you won't feel the pressure of getting married, whether the money is old, whether the money is bulky, whether the money is less. The fact that you have their support already is an answered prayer to God that this wedding won't be an issue in the marriage. So far, so good. As we've been planning it, so far, so good though. Any pressure that has come on us, these are the regular things, the normal things anybody should feel, even for a normal wedding. If you have the whole money on earth, all right, you will still be pressured one way or the other. When is this one coming? When are we paying for this and that?
Yeah.
Those are just the major things we are facing. But outside that, nothing.
Before I started planning for my wedding, or we started planning for our wedding, I received some advice from different persons. And they say when you're preparing for your wedding, that's a trial moment. That's a period where you will be tempted, the both of you will be tempted. And they said you need to use wisdom in order for you both not to break down or to separate because of how toxic or how hard the whole preparation will become. So I started seeing a lot of, it was like a push. You're trying to push some things to come through, like to make this preparation count, to get this, to get that. And I discovered that there was a lot of tightening, and I had to call some of my friends because they've crossed that path before. And they said, Sarah, these things are normal. It's as if that wedding will not hold. It's as if this person is not seeing you, you're putting your hands, he's not giving you that encouragement, he's not there. He said, these things are normal. Now, this is what you need to do. Calm down. Not just you. Make sure you calm your other party down, your other partner down. And you people should keep praying, even though you are expectant. or you are believing, trusting that this one will be paid for, this one will be organized. He said, keep praying so that God will give you people wisdom, and also God will make the whole stuff easy for you people. And when I started praying, I saw how God comforted me. He comforted my heart, because at some point I became so overwhelmed, and I started asking God, God, are you sure this is the person? All these ones that are so tight, are you sure you are not telling me to back down? And what the Lord does is he gives me this consolation, this peace. Don't worry, don't worry. So when you're preparing for marriage, this is my advice. Pray for wisdom, and also pray that God will make that season easy for you. Preparing in, or the preparation towards your wedding doesn't necessarily involve money. It's coordination. So you don't need too much money for a good wedding. You just need wisdom on how to coordinate a wedding that will glorify God. So we don't have all the money that we need right now, but we are working and preparing by the coordinations we have set on ground for the wedding to hold. And by the grace of God, everything will be accomplished.
Wedding is more like the preparation for, those are the celebration, the ceremonies involved in, oh, I've seen someone I would like to spend the rest of my life with. Now, every other thing, the list, the collecting of the list, the paying of the bride price, doing what their culture requires, and all that, that has to do with the wedding. The wedding has nothing to do with the marriage. Marriage is life after wedding. That's what marriage is. Life after. A lot of people pay more attention to the wedding without paying attention to the marriage. And the marriage is far more important than the wedding. There are certain celebs that spent a whole number of millions on a wedding. They want to get this one, and their marriage did not survive 2 weeks. So they spend so much in planning for, and the wedding takes only a day. Not even the whole of the 24 hours.
And that's just the starting. That's not the main
So
thing.
the wedding has nothing to do with the marriage. The marriage itself is life after the wedding. So my name is George Lugat Tarotu. I'm from Bayelsa State. I'm the lead pastor of Craftsmen's Ministries International. And
my name is Sarah Ochanya Ako. I'm from Benue State, and I'm an evangelist by call.